The Adventures of Harry Nile.
If you'll give me your name, I'll see that Mr. Nile calls you.
I'm here.
No, I don't know precisely when he can call you.
I can take the call, Murphy.
I see. I'll do my best. Now, what was your name? Very good, Miss Wilkins. And your phone number? University 49608. Yes, I have it. Yes, I'll tell him as soon as he comes in.
I came in. I'm here. What am I, the invisible man?
Yes, Miss Wilkins. Mr. Nile will call you. Yes, later this morning. Goodbye. Ooh.
Another satisfied customer.
No, she sounds like an impatient woman who is probably rich.
Well, I don't think that's a capital offense. Look, what's her problem?
She wouldn't tell me. First, she didn't even want to give me your name. She sounded scared.
So, what is her name?
Janice Wilkins, University 49608.
And so begins a case of murder, in which Harry follows all the rules as an investigator, as he nearly always does. He informs the chief of detectives in the Seattle Homicide Unit, but before the case is more than a few hours old, Harry finds himself being arrested for the very murder he was investigating. In 1 minute, this adventure of Harry Nile continues with a case Harry calls This Corpus Ain't Habeas Anymore.
I guess you know what the Latin phrase habeas corpus means. It's a writ requiring a body to be brought before a judge for investigation. In English, it means you shall have the body, or here is the body. Murphy translated it for me after I had some trouble with a body one August day in 1958. Trouble was, the body wouldn't stay put. See, the whole thing began when I returned a phone call from a young woman named Janice Wilkins. Yeah, this is Harry Nile.
Oh, you called back. That's great. But I can't talk now. Where's your office? I'll come see you.
Oh, we're at the corner of Main and Occidental on 2nd floor.
Main and Occidental. I know where that is. Pioneer Square.
Right. Could you give me some idea what your problem is?
I can't. My father just drove up the driveway, so I've got to hang up. I'll come to your office. Will you be in?
Yeah, I'll be in.
Good. I'll be there in half an hour.
Well, I'll say this for her. She's prompt. She's about 19, wearing high knee socks, a navy blue skirt, and a white blouse.
That's a midi blouse.
In other words, she's got college girl written all over her.
Hi, I'm Janice. Do you actually work in this place?
Yes, we actually work here.
Ew. Well, I'm here to see Mr. Nile.
Well, then take a good look.
Ew.
And you would be Miss Wilkins.
Janice. Call me Janice. Can we go somewhere?
Well, where do you have in mind?
My car.
I'm curious. Why should we go to your car?
Well, that'll become obvious.
Oh? Well, let's stay here for now. You come on in my office and take a seat.
Do you know if it's going to be hot today?
Yeah, our radio said something about 75.
Ew.
You don't like warm weather?
Will we be very long?
Well, that'll be up to you. I'm good for the afternoon.
Oh, no. I need to be out of here a long time before that. Look, Mr. Nile, I'm in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Well, some people might think that I'm connected to, death.
How do you get connected to a death?
It's kind of hard to explain.
You got a lawyer, Janice?
I can't hire a lawyer.
Why not?
I just can't.
Well, sure you can. Look, you see this big book on my desk? In the back, there's the yellow pages. You just look under A for attorneys.
You don't understand. My father's an attorney.
Well, there you go.
Are you kidding? If my dad ever found out about this, he'd kill me. That's why I came to you. You have to help me.
I just did. I told you to hire a lawyer.
No! A lawyer can't do what I need to have done.
And what's that?
Find out what really happened to Jenny Hardcastle and tell me what I should do. I can pay whatever you charge. I have plenty of money.
All right, put your purse away, honey. I haven't turned the meter on yet. All right, who is Jenny Hardcastle?
A girl I know at Bramford.
Oh, you go to Bramford?
Yes, and everyone thinks I murdered Jenny.
Well, why would people think that?
Because everybody hates me, and I told her I'd kill her when we had this fight in my criminology class. Only I didn't mean it. You know how you get when you're mad.
Yeah, my blood pressure goes up.
No, I mean, you say a lot of stuff you don't really mean.
Okay, so Jenny is dead. Have the police been called?
Oh, no.
When did this happen?
I don't know exactly. She seemed to be all right after the fight.
Well, what fight?
With Jenny Hardcastle. Do you listen to what I'm saying?
Okay. You had a fight with Jenny Hardcastle, but she seemed to be all right afterwards?
Yes.
Then why do you think she's dead?
Because I've got her body in my car.
Oh, now I know why Janice was so interested in how hot it would get today. We adjourn to the street, and she walks me to a new Ford convertible parked on Occidental with its top down.
Come around to the back and stand there while I open the trunk.
Oh, no, you're not going to tell me there's a body in the trunk. There's a body in the trunk. That was Jenny Hardcastle?
Yes.
All right, come on, get in the car. Let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
How do I know? I'm making this up as we go along. Okay, how'd you get her into your trunk?
I didn't. Last night I was going to take my dirty clothes home like I always do on Fridays, and when
Whoa. You take your laundry to your folks' home?
Well, sure. They've got a maid.
Of course they have. So what did you do when you found the body in your trunk?
Oh, I didn't have that much laundry last week, so I just...
You just tossed it into the trunk with Jenny.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Put it in the back seat? By the way, where do you want me to drive?
3rd and James.
What's at 3rd and James?
The Public Safety Building.
What's in the Public Safety Building?
Police headquarters.
I don't want to go to police headquarters. What are you doing to me?
I am trying to save my PI license.
PI? Don't tell me you deliver the morning paper.
No, the PI I'm talking about isn't the Post-Intelligencer. It stands for Private Investigator. Tell me, why did you threaten to kill Virginia?
I wasn't serious. Look, Virginia was being a jerk as usual. She told me she was going to steal Herbie. Herbie's my steady.
So what did you do?
Oh, we had a little shoving match, that was all. Well, I did get in a good punch to her chin that knocked her down. And I did tell her that if she didn't let Herbie alone, I'd kill her. But I was just kidding. I was mad at her.
Where did this happen?
In my criminology class.
All right, let's get to the part where Virginia died and wound up in your trunk.
I don't know how she died or who put her in the trunk.
Well, does anyone else have keys to this car?
No.
So when was the last time anyone saw Virginia alive?
I don't know. Wednesday, probably. That's when we had our fight.
Wednesday. And she turns up missing Thursday, and you find her body in your trunk on Friday, and today is Saturday. No, something doesn't smell right. I mean, something doesn't smell, period. If a body in your car's trunk has been dead since Wednesday, believe me, you wouldn't want to be driving this car. You can't fool Mother Nature.
Ew. I never thought of that.
But when we get to 3rd and James, she's too spooked to go in with me. So she stays in the car while I go up to homicide and robbery. And who's the first guy I run into? Detective Lou Butterfield. Well, I tell him her story, and when I'm finished, he says,
Terrific. I not only have to work on a Saturday, now you show up with a body in a car. Well, let's go see. Come on.
Look, Lou, all I ask is you go easy on the girl until you get the facts.
Hey, don't I always? So, this girl goes to Bramford, huh? Pretty high-toned college. You know, I hear their football team is called the Branford Brain.
Okay, it's this convertible. Oh, no. Now, where did she go? She said she'd wait in the car. And look, she left her keys in the ignition.
A new Ford with the top down, and she leaves the keys. Gotta go to college to be that smart. Well, take the keys and open the trunk.
Sure.
So where's the body, Harry?
It's gone. It was here, but it's gone.
Funny, Harry. Very funny. Just what I need on a Saturday morning.
Lou, I swear to you, there was
These were college girls, huh? You ever hear of sorority hazing, Harry? You just been had, my man. Somewhere around the corner, a couple of co-eds are laughing their heads off at the trick they played on the big, dumb P.I.
Look, I'm not so sure.
Oh, life can get terribly boring for the wealthy, don't you know? Hey, have a nice weekend, Buster. And, yeah, be sure to call me if the Martians invade Boeing Field, huh?
You're lucky to find me here on Saturday, Mr. Nile, but I had to grade some test papers today, so here I am. My name's Clifford. What can I do for you?
Well, Professor Clifford, I need to know a few things about a couple of your students, Virginia Hardcastle and Janice Wilkins.
Oh, yes. Criminology 101. And what about them?
Would you remember if they had a fight in your class last Wednesday?
Just before the period started, they had a shoving match, yes. Wilkins punched Hardcastle and down she went. Janice Wilkins, that's a pretty wicked left.
Do you remember anything Janice said to Virginia?
She said a lot of things, at the top of her lungs. It seems Wilkins accused Hardcastle of stealing Wilkins' boyfriend, and that's what started the fight.
Did Janice make any threats to the Hardcastle girl?
Threats. Let me see. She was going to gouge her eyes out, break her face, and, oh yes, kill her. That's when I broke it up.
Yes. Well, was the Hardcastle girl injured?
Only her feelings, as far as I could tell. She stayed for the class, and so did Janice, and when the period was over, they both seemed to have gotten over it.
I see. Well, that's very interesting.
Would you mind telling me why a private detective is asking about a little tiff between two girls?
Well, right at the moment, all I can tell you is Janice and Virginia both seem to be missing. Well, I figure by this time, Janice should be wanting her car back. So I drive back downtown to where she pulled her disappearing act. I circle the block 3 times, but there's no sign of her. On the third round, a police car parked on James Street starts up and starts following me. Then he turns on his red lights, so I stop. So does he. And the cop gets out and walks up to the car. What'd I do, officer?
You step out of the car for me, please. And hand me your car keys.
Well, what for? What's the problem?
Step out of the car, please. Now.
All right.
Now, let me have the keys.
Okay, here. Why do you want the keys?
Stand still.
Hey, I'm not carrying a weapon. I'm a licensed private investigator.
Let me see your driver's license.
My driver's license is in my wallet along with my CDPI license. Here. Here, take a look.
Your name's, Harry Nile?
That's right.
What do you got in the trunk, Mr. Nile?
Well, nothing. Look for yourself. The only thing in the trunk is the spare tire.
Okay. I'm gonna open it.
Fine.
Mr. Nile, turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Well, now what I do?
Just turn around. Hands behind you.
You're gonna cuff me? Why? Oh, for the love of Pete, I'm a licensed private eye.
And I'm just a city cop. But we get a little suspicious when we find a car driving around with blood dripping out of the trunk. And a body in the trunk.
Back to the Adventures of Harry Nile in 1 minute. Now, back to Harry Nile.
Okay, Harry, simmer down and tell me again where you went when you left here.
I drove over to the Bramford campus.
Now, what'd you do at Brantford?
Well, first, I parked the car under a tree to keep it in the shade. The top was down and those seats get hot enough to blister your behind.
Yeah. Now, who'd you see at Brantford?
The criminology professor who witnessed the fight between Janice Wilkins and Virginia Hardcastle.
How long were you there?
I don't know. 15 minutes, maybe. Then I was on my way back here to see you when the cop stopped me.
And the body in the trunk is your client?
No. It's Virginia Hardcastle. She must have been killed and stuffed into the trunk while I was in talking to the professor at Bramford. Look, don't look at me like that. You know I couldn't do a thing like this.
Look, what I know is you were driving around town with a body in your trunk. What's any cop with half a brain gonna think?
He's gonna look for a motive. And I didn't have a motive to kill her. I didn't even know her. You hand this to the DA and he'll toss it right back to you because you don't have the weapon, I've got an ironclad alibi, and I didn't have a motive. Look, Lou, give me until, say, 7 o'clock, and I'll bring you the killer.
Yeah, sorry, Harry. Look, by 7 o'clock, you could be in Canada, and I could be back walking a beat. I'm gonna have to take you into custody.
And what happens to the girl's car?
It'll be held for evidence.
All right, fine. But, look, I asked you one thing. Could you run me over to my office so I can pick up some of my personal stuff?
Such as?
My medication. Pills my doctor prescribed.
Well, guess I could do that.
And we take the elevator to the parking garage, and I ride in the back of a police sedan with Butterfield driving. We get to the corner of Occidental and Main, and Lou parks in a no parking zone.
Okay, Harry. Let's go get your pills.
Oh, Lou, you're not going to make me go inside with these handcuffs on.
Oh, yeah. Look, sorry. Force of habit. Turn around.
Thanks. How long will I be in the jug?
Hard to say.
You know, I could be of some real help finding the Hardcastle girl if you'll let me.
We'll find her.
Hey, Lou, I gotta stop off at my office and tell Murphy what's going on.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Murph.
Hi.
You remember Detective Butterfield?
Of course. How are you, Detective?
I'm fine.
Look, Murphy, I'm gonna be out of touch for a couple of days. Just take my messages, okay?
Sure, Harry. Police business?
Yeah, that's right. Police business. I'll be in touch.
Sure. All right. Good luck. So long, Detective.
See you around.
Goodbye, Harry. Let me know when you'll be back.
Sure.
Hey, don't forget your pills.
Oh, I keep them in the restroom. It's just down the hall. I'll get them and be right back.
And I'll be right here.
There's a window on the west wall of the bathroom, and I unlock it. Then I flush the toilet to cover the noise of raising the window. And I hoist myself through the open window and onto the fire escape. I close the window and swing the steel ladder down. Jump the last 5 feet into the alley. Oh! Oh, man, a guy could snap an ankle doing this. But it's only 10 yards to where I park my car. Seattle's got a network of back alleys, and I use a bunch of them to get me to the Brantford campus, which is where I've got my only chance of getting myself out of this jam. I reach the college parking lot. Well, so far, no cop cars behind me. I head for the shade tree where I parked the convertible when I went in to see Professor Clifford. And there's just one other car in the lot. It's the same sedan that was there when I came here the first time. Only now there's someone in the car who appears to be sleeping. Then, on the parking lot, I notice a trail of blood spots running between the car and the shade tree. I dash over to the sedan. The girl with her head on the steering wheel is none other than my client, Janice Wilkins.
All right, Harry, hold it right there.
Hey, Luke, come here! I think I've solved your case for you. It takes me an hour or so, but I put it all together for Butterfield. Early on Saturday, Janice Wilkins had another fight with Virginia Hardcastle, and this time she thought she'd killed her. So there was a lump the size of a grapefruit on the back of Virginia's head, where she must have fallen during the fight. So Janice, thinking Virginia is dead, loads her into the trunk of Virginia's own car and drives over to see me. When I opened the trunk the first time, there was Virginia, looking dead as a doornail. So we drive over to police headquarters. Janice stays in the car while I went up to see Lou.
Meanwhile, the Hardcastle girl must have come too, found herself in the trunk of her own car.
Yeah, and she gets out and the chase begins. That's why there was no sign of Janice Wilkins when I brought Lou down to show him the body.
Yeah, but how'd they both wind up back at the campus parking lot?
Well, I don't have any idea. Maybe they took a taxi. See, what counts is they have a final fight in the parking lot while I'm in seeing Professor Clifford. This time, the girl's had a knife, and she begins slashing with it. Then the other girl gets a hold of it, and she starts slashing.
So it winds up that Virginia Hardcastle manages to dump Janice Wilkins in the trunk of Janice's own car just as you come out of Clifford's classroom, right?
Right. And Janice has to hide. So she hides in the only other car in the lot, which happened to belong to Professor Clifford. And that's where we found her.
So both girls are going to recover from the wounds.
Yeah, they're both at Harborview as we speak, but their next stop's going to be an interrogation room at 3rd and James. Assault with a deadly weapon.
So, Harry solved another case for you, Detective Butterfield. Well, don't you think he deserves some kind of reward?
Oh, yeah. His reward is, I'm not going to charge him with grand theft auto and escaping from police custody.
You're all heart, Lou.
Yeah, what can I tell you?
Tonight's adventure with Harry Nile is titled This Corpus Ain't Habeas Anymore. The script was by Jim French. Our director is Pat French. Heard in our cast were Larry Albert, Pat French, Cynthia Geary, Stephen Waite, Bill Brooks, and Jay Green. The Adventures of Harry Nile is a copyrighted feature of Jim French Productions. This is Jay Green speaking.
I don't think we've met. I'm Florence Rubin from Dormer and Keyes in New York, and you are?
Murphy's my name. I work with Harry Nile Investigations in Seattle.
Oh, that's odd. The company didn't tell me they'd hired 2 security people to work the reception.
They didn't. You're getting 2 for the price of 1, Miss Rubin. I brought Murphy along to show her the island. And we're not security people. We're private investigators. Telegram said there may be trouble.
Well, I wouldn't say we're expecting trouble, but C.J. Mortimer is such a controversial author. I take it you haven't read any of these previous books in the Unveiled series. Washington Unveiled, New York Unveiled, Detroit Unveiled.
And now Paradise Unveiled. I read the copy you sent to Harry. Very entertaining.
Yeah, he's a muckraker.
C.J. Mortimer digs up more scandals than Walter Winchell and Drew Pearson combined. And of course, a few years ago, he used to live here on the island, and some of the people he wrote about still live here,
So we're here to keep the peace?
That's a tactful way to put it.
Where is Mr. Mortimer anyway?
He's getting dressed. Now, what I want you to do is if you see anyone approaching him who looks like trouble, step between them and take care of the situation before it gets out of hand. Now, I'll leave you on your own. I've got to shake hands with some people. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
Say, I beg your pardon. I'm a doctor, and I'll have to get back to my practice, so I'm afraid I won't be able to wait for CJ. Here's my card, if you could see that he gets it.
Oh, they're expecting him momentarily. You're not wearing your name tag, Doctor.
Oh, most everyone knows me. I'm the only physician on the island. Dr. Harold Tucker. CJ and I go back a long way. He was in high school when I first met him.
Well, look who's here. Hi, Doc.
Ah, you're looking well, LMA.
Are you here to, patch up the wounded when the fights break out, or are you gonna punch them out yourself?
Oh, I'm sure there won't be any trouble.
Oh, yeah? Look around, sweetie. Every one of these people would like to see Mortimer boiled in oil.
I didn't catch your name.
Ella Mae Rafferty. I went to school with CJ, and I didn't catch your name.
Right. I'm Harry Nile, and this is my associate, Murphy.
How do you do?
Associate?
I run a detective agency in Seattle. We were hired to provide security while Mortimer's up here on the island.
Ah, so they are expecting trouble.
I think I'd better answer that. We're not expecting trouble. It's just routine when we go on a book tour outside of Manhattan.
Well, I'm going to give him trouble. He slandered me.
And you are?
Ella Mae Rafferty, page 67 and 68. All because one time in high school he asked me out and I wouldn't go. So he made up this lurid story about me and tried to give me a bad reputation. But there isn't a word of truth in it.
Hello, everyone. The waiting is over. Welcome to my little soiree.
Speak of the devil.
Excuse me, I've got to announce him. Ladies and gentlemen, at last, Dormer and Keyes is proud to present C.J. Mortimer in person.
Florence, I told you, it's in person, C.J. Mortimer. You always get it backwards. Welcome! Welcome, fans of immortal literature. Or should I say immoral literature. Don't worry, I'm not going to give a speech. Just be patient. I'll work my way through this enormous crowd and get around to all of you. But just remember, watch what you tell me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can get you quoted in my next book. Florence, the next time you introduce me, you end with my name. No more words after you say my name.
I'm sorry.
These people aren't drinking. Pour them a drink. Who are you two, by the way? Anyone important?
They're working for us, C.J. These are security people from Seattle.
Who needs security people on a rock? There's no crime in Paradise Island.
Where did you get that name, Paradise Island?
I named it. It certainly sounds better than Neptune, and the Chamber of Commerce stole it and ran with it.
Mr. Mortimer.
Oh, Lord, who is this creature?
You remember me, Ella Mae Rafferty, pages 67 and 68? Ring a bell?
Oh, of course. It's Eager Ella. You've changed a bit since high school. I can see you haven't missed too many meals.
Well, that's what 15 years will do.
15 years, 50 pounds, and buckets of bleach, huh? Tell me, Ella Mae, did you enjoy my latest book?
No, I didn't enjoy it. Those were lies, and you know it.
Oh, no, they weren't. I haven't forgotten our school days, Ella Mae, even if you have. In fact, I restrained myself. In my next book, I may tell what else I know.
Listen, CJ, for years I've been teaching and running a children's theater here on this island. People respect me. Children love me. If you let all that stuff out, it'll ruin me. Why can't you leave it alone? High school is ancient history.
You should have thought of that while you were making history with a football squad, old dear.
That's a lie!
Well, then why not write your own book? I promised to buy the first copy. See you in the funny papers, Eagerella.
He is cruising from one person to another like a bee goes from flower to flower.
Yeah, only I don't think he's pollinating.
Uh-oh. Now he's talking to that doctor. You better get over there.
No, CJ, frankly, with a busy practice, I'm afraid I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. But I picked up a copy tonight, and I'm going to read it as soon as I have the time.
Yes, you really should, Doctor. See what fond memories it brings back. Give it to me, I'll autograph it for you.
Oh.
Now, what should I write? I've got it. To Dr. Tucker, who buries his mistakes.
I don't find that very funny, Mortimer.
No, I guess it wasn't. And I don't suppose Audrey Chilton was laughing either after you botched her illegal operation and she bled to death in your back office. But that was when you were just beginning your practice up here, wasn't it? Oh well, practice makes perfect.
Why are you destroying people's lives?
Same reason you are, Doc. There's money in it.
The Adventures of Harry Nile. The summer sun rolls toward the western horizon across Harrow Strait. But before it disappears behind Vancouver Island, Harry Nile will be pressed into service to solve what is about to happen. And so, on this splendid July afternoon in 1953, Harry and Murphy are mixing with a small group of guests in the ballroom of the King Neptune Hotel, the principal resort on Neptune Island in northern Puget Sound. Tonight's episode, A Death at the King Neptune, continues in a minute.
Mr. Nile, this isn't going so well.
I noticed.
He's been here 10 minutes and he's alienated almost everyone in the room.
Has he done this before?
Every time we do an appearance. I'd love to get him out of here, but that would be too obvious.
How does he keep from getting sued, along with your company?
Oh, he's very careful to check his facts, I'll give him that. If someone threatens to sue, he shows them that he has proof of what he wrote, and most of them back down. Actually, he's very thorough in his research.
Yeah, but it doesn't make him any better loved.
Except for the millions of readers who can't get enough dirt.
Florence, darling.
What is it, CJ?
Did you keep this reception a secret? When I went to school on this rock, there were more people in the French Club than are here in this room.
Excuse me? Wasn't it you who wanted to come up here and flaunt your fame to these hicks, as you called them? I tried to tell you it would be a wasted trip.
Well, I'm leaving. I'm going back up to that closet they put me in and have a few drinks in private, unless you care to join me.
Not this time. Please remember we have to leave at 10:30 to catch the last ferry.
I know the ferry schedule by heart. I spent 8 horrible years here until I grew barnacles between my toes.
Well, I guess the reception is over.
Well, I'm going to go say goodbye to the few hangers-on, and then I want to change out of this dress and take you both to dinner. I'm assuming they haven't stopped serving. Big surprise. The food's not bad. Too bad CJ doesn't want to eat.
You know, he must really be an unhappy man.
Why should he be unhappy? His book's a hit and he's making a ton of money.
No, Murphy's right. CJ has a dark view of society, of civilization in general. In his view, mankind is doomed, unredeemable. And the very fact that millions of people want to read about it actually depresses him.
Even though he profits by it?
Well, it's complicated. I don't know if you can understand this, but actually, he disrespects people for wanting to read his books. So the bigger his sales get, the gloomier he gets.
And it's not stopping him from writing another one.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes?
Remember me? LMA Rafferty. I'm in his book.
Yes, pages 67 and 68, wasn't it?
I don't want to bother you, but I need to know what room CJ's in, and the guy at the desk won't tell me.
Well, actually,
I mean, he says he's going to write another book, and I'm going to be in it, and I need to talk to him.
I understand, Ella May. I'll tell you what. If you'll write him a note, I'll see that he gets it.
Oh, no, that's no good. I've got to talk to him for just a minute, so please tell me what room he's in.
Well, I know that he's resting right now. I think you'd be better off if you just write a letter.
Oh, no. He's not going to get rid of me that easily. He's not going to ruin my reputation. I'm going to tell him what I
This
think of him.
happens all the time, believe me. Excuse me.
Hey, where are you going? You want me to come along?
No, I'm just going to the desk and ask a bellboy to keep an eye on his room and not let anyone in. I'll be back in a minute or so.
Yeah, but you don't know. She could be carrying a weapon.
Well, we can't frisk her. Really, I'll be fine.
Listen, Miss Rubin, you hired me to keep someone from getting hurt. Well, she's an angry woman, and we don't know what she may have in her purse. So I'm coming with you.
Harry.
Now, I'll be back in a minute. Come on, Miss Rubin. Murphy, order dessert.
Lady?
What? Oh, where did you come from?
Well, I've been around. You know C.J. Mortimer?
Well, yes, I've met him.
I was his friend long time ago.
I see. How nice.
My name's Bobby Staley.
Bobby Staley. I think he mentioned you in his book.
What he wrote about me wasn't very nice. My folks read it, and they got mad. They got really, really mad. So I came over to talk to him about it.
Well, why don't you write him a little note, and I'll give it to him before he leaves the hotel.
No, I can't do that.
I even have some paper and a pencil in my purse. Here, you can write it in this little notebook.
No, I can't.
Sure you can.
No, I can't!
Well, maybe you could tell me what you'd like to say, and I could write it for you. We could do that. Now, what would you like to say?
I'd like to say, Dear C.J. Mortimer, do you remember me? Robert J. Staley?
Okay. Well, anything else you want to say?
You're not writing it down.
Yes, I am.
No, those aren't words. I can tell. Those aren't words.
No. It's called shorthand. The marks stand for words. You see, I can read it back to you. Dear C.J. Mortimer, do you remember me, Robert J. Staley? Now, isn't that what you wanted me to write?
Okay, then I want to say, you made fun of me. You made people laugh at me. And now you wrote a book, and more people will laugh at me. And you made my mother cry. So now, I'm very sorry, but I have to kill you.
Harry Nile will be back in a minute.
This thing has got to be the first elevator ever invented.
I can't believe their only bellboy goes home at 9 o'clock.
This isn't the plaza.
You can smell the smoke and the beer coming up from the bar 3 stories below.
It's 4 stories. I think it's in the basement. All right, which room's he in?
It's down at the end of the hall. See the sign on the door?
It's a grand suite.
Well, they said it's their best accommodation. CJ, it's Florence. CJ? He's got the door locked. Let me in, CJ.
I think I can get it open if you want me to try.
No, he's probably asleep. Well, at least Ella May can't get to him. We may as well go back down and finish our dinner. I'll have to hope he'll sleep until we leave.
Can I warm your coffee, ma'am?
Oh, no thanks.
Can I bring you something, sir?
Where's the bathroom?
Oh, through that doorway.
Waitress, could you send the manager over to the table, please?
Oh, the manager's gone home. Is something wrong?
What about the hotel manager?
I'm sorry. Neither one of them is here.
Well, is there anyone in charge?
What's the problem?
That man plans to kill Mr. Mortimer.
Pardon me, but I seem to have lost Bobby. Have either one of you seen him?
Doctor, there's something I think you should know.
Uh-huh.
He says he wants to kill Mr. Mortimer. He wanted me to write a note for him, so I wrote down exactly what he said. You made my mother cry, so I'm sorry, but I have to kill you. Those were his words. I took them down in shorthand.
Yes. Bobby never learned to read or write. He's like a 5-year-old in a 35-year-old body. My apologies for losing track of him. You see, he likes to explore. He's never been here in the hotel before. I brought him here thinking a new experience would be good for him, but then he got away from me.
But then is he your patient?
Oh, yes. Sorry if he bothered you.
Murphy, you seen Ella May?
No.
Oh, you're still here, Doctor.
Oh, yes, I was just leaving. I should have been gone an hour ago, but I've been searching for a patient of mine, and, well, he turned up here, entertaining this kind lady.
Oh.
Harry, he says he wants to kill C.J. Mortimer.
Who? Who says that?
I was trying to explain that Bobby has a problem discerning between fact and fantasy. He's a young man with a mental age of about 5, but he's no danger to anyone.
How do you know he wants to kill Mortimer, Murphy?
Because he dictated a letter to him. Here, I'll read it.
Oh, you don't seem to
Let
realize...
her read it. Go ahead, Murphy.
Well, this is the part where he threatens him. C.J. Mortimer, you made fun of me. You made people laugh at me. And now you wrote a book, and more people will laugh at me. But it made my mother cry. So now I'm very sorry, but I have to kill you.
Oh, that's horrible.
How long ago did he dictate this?
Just now when you were upstairs.
Well, I think I'd better get this fellow home before he causes any more confusion.
No. When someone talks about killing someone, you take him seriously, whether you think he's crazy or not. And you just hold him right where he is, Doc, while I go back upstairs. No, on second thought, you bring him upstairs with you.
You think he's already gotten to CJ? I don't think he'd let a total stranger into his room.
Well, here we are.
Can you pick the lock?
I may not need to.
Oh, no. It wasn't locked? Well, that's definitely not like him. Well, where is he? CJ? CJ, are you all right?
Stay here a minute. I'm going in the bedroom. Oh, boy. Look, until the sheriff can get over here from San Juan Island, I'd like to do a little preliminary investigation on my own. Anybody got any objections? Okay, Doc, go ahead. And Murphy, see what you can do to comfort Miss Rubin.
Well, there were 4 slash wounds to the chest, at least one of which certainly penetrated his heart. Of course, there'll have to be an autopsy, but I think death would have been almost instantaneous.
And the weapon was a carving knife taken from the hotel kitchen. All right, pardon me, what was your name again?
Lana?
Lana. All right, you're the only waitress on duty tonight?
That's right.
Did you deliver anything up to Mr. Mortimer's suite?
Yes, a 5th of bourbon.
Well, how did he look when you brought him the bourbon?
Well, I think he'd already been drinking. He made a pass at me.
Excuse me, Mr. Nile, but can't we wait until a real lawman gets here?
Harry knows what he's doing. He was an officer in the Chicago Police Department.
All right, do you remember what time you brought the bourbon, Lana?
8:15, between 8:15 and 8:30.
And who told you to bring it to him?
The bartender. I assume Mr. Mortimer ordered it.
Now, did you see anyone in that 3rd-floor hallway before or after you made the delivery to Mr. Mortimer's room?
Not in the hallway, no.
Was anyone else using the elevator?
No.
How about the stairs?
Well, this lady was going up the stairs while I was going down in the elevator.
Well, I was going up to my room to change out of my cocktail dress, and I had to use the stairs because this waitress was using the elevator.
So you went up the stairs to your room on the 2nd floor?
Yes.
And you changed clothes, and then you went up to the 3rd floor to visit CJ, is that right?
Yes.
Wearing what?
What difference does it make what I was wearing? I took off the cocktail dress because it's expensive, and I didn't want to spill anything on it at dinner.
And you put on what?
I put on what I'm wearing right now, this pantsuit.
No, ma'am. I seen you. You were wearing shorts. I seen you, like you was going swimming.
You saw nothing. You're too stupid to know anything.
And you had a big towel with you.
Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Quiet, Bobby. As I say, he can't tell fact from fantasy. You can't depend on anything he says.
Where were you hiding, Bobby?
Will I get in trouble?
No, you won't get in trouble.
I was hiding in the doorway. I saw everything.
All right, I'll tell you what. Until the county sheriff can get here from San Juan Island, nobody's going to leave this room. Oh, you like the wind in your hair?
Mm-hmm. I always love riding the ferries. You know, I'd like to come back up here when there isn't a murder to investigate.
I'll try to arrange it.
But Harry, why would Florence want C.J. Mortimer dead?
Well, he always treated her like dirt. But she might not have ever done anything about it until the doctor showed up with a better motive to kill Mortimer.
To keep him from writing about the patients who died because of him. And he might never have had this good a chance to stop him. What made you suspect Florence Rubin?
The location of the body. You see, C.J. wouldn't have let the doctor or any other stranger into his rooms. But Florence, she was a different story. She'd be the last person he thought he'd have to be afraid of. And he'd have been right until Dr. Tucker gave her the knife he took from the kitchen and told her exactly what to do with it.
The Adventures of Harry Nile feature Larry Albert as Harry and Pat French as Murphy. In tonight's episode, A Death at the King Neptune, you heard Jan Darcy, Paul Hurlinger, Rachel Glass, and yours truly, Jay Green. Sound effects were created by Cheryl Jacobs and David Person. The engineering was done by Jason Shavey. The show was written and produced by Jim French, directed by Pat French, and was recorded before a live audience at the Kirkland Performance Center. The Adventures of Harry Nile.
This is where it'll go, Harry. Right at the end of the pier. There'll be a view of Elliott Bay from every seat in the place.
Boy, talk about a perfect location for a restaurant. When are you going to start construction?
Well, actually, the building was built over 20 years ago. It was a restaurant in Portland, the River Plantation, looking out over the Columbia River. And I bought it, and I'll have it moved up here on a barge. Picture this, Harry. You walk in, and the hostess, a Polynesian girl, of course, will hang a flower lei around your neck and show you to your table, while Hawaiian guitars and drums play softly in the background, and the fragrance of tropical flowers drifts through the place.
That's poetry.
And the menu will be Polynesian and Asian, with the best stock bar this side of the Royal Hawaiian. And I'm going to get Alfred Apaka for opening week. He's the Bing Crosby of Hawaii, you know.
Do you have a name for it?
The Outrigger.
Outrigger? Isn't there another place with that name?
Not in Seattle.
Well, when's it going to open?
We're shooting for an opening in December, if it's still here.
I don't get you.
Well, here's the reason I got in touch with you. Somebody's threatened to burn the place down before I can open it.
It's a blustery day in Seattle. Chilly winds blow in from Puget Sound, promising more rain. On this October afternoon, Harry stands at the end of a downtown pier with Malcolm Knight, owner of 5 of the city's most successful restaurants. And now they're down on the waterfront, where the compact, smartly tailored man reveals the reason for the meeting.
You're kidding. Someone's threatening to torch the place?
That's why I wanted us to meet. Take a look at what hit my desk last week.
Mr. Knight, the waterfront doesn't need another high-toned watering trough. Build your ego booster somewhere else and leave the working piers alone, or you'll never open. All you'll have is ashes. You have been warned. Now, let's see. No signature. There's no stamp on the envelope. How'd you get it?
It came in with the office mail.
Well, maybe he knows if he sent an extortion note through the mail and got caught, he'd do federal time.
Yeah. Now, Harry, I'm not buckling under to some jerk who's got it in for me because I've made something of myself. That's what this really is, you know. Jealousy. Envy. If 5 will get you 10, this guy's a down-and-outer. A loser.
With an electric typewriter.
You can use one at the public library for nothing.
Yeah. Oh, well, by the way, have you reported this to the police?
Oh, no. You get the police in it, the papers pick it up. I don't need that kind of publicity.
Well, sounds like he resents people with money. That part about the high-toned watering trough. And he says leave the working piers alone. So, it could be a stevedore or a longshoreman.
No. Now, they'd know this isn't a freight pier, and it hasn't been for a long time. Look, I'm not destroying jobs, I'm creating them. So I want you to find out who this character is.
I'll give it my best shot.
Well, that's all I ask. Welcome to Knight Enterprises. Consider yourself on the payroll. Where do you want to start?
Do you use electric typewriters in your office?
Come on, you don't think this was done by any of our people.
Well, how'd the letter get into your office mail?
That I couldn't say.
Well, and right off the top, let's clear everyone on your staff.
Everyone. I've got 5 restaurants and 150 employees.
Oh, okay. How many people work in your head office?
5, not counting me.
So I need to compare the typing on the threat letter with the typing from your machines. And another thing, I need to know if you fired anyone in, say, last year or so.
I haven't let anyone go, but I'll check with my restaurant managers. And I'll have copies of the letter typed on our machines for you to pick up this afternoon. Now we ought to get back. I've got a lot on my desk.
Say, would you mind putting the top up? I almost froze to death on the way down here.
Well, I'd rather not, because we need the air. There's a fuel leak somewhere, and I haven't had a chance to get it into the shop and have it looked at. This is a classic, Harry. Jaguar XK-120, built in 1948. You ever handled a case like this one, Harry?
Well, not exactly like this, but I've handled a lot of extortion cases.
Did you always catch the guy?
No.
The waterfront doesn't need another high-toned watering trough.
Yeah. What does that say to you about the writer, Murphy?
Well, whoever wrote this had a good vocabulary and a grasp of modern American idioms.
Come again?
High-toned and watering trough are both idiomatic expressions. And I think that would rule out someone who works for a low pay and a menial job.
Okay, he's not just a slob, he's an educated slob. Next, build your ego booster somewhere else. Another idiom?
Well, this person resents Mr. Knight, so this is more than an extortion letter. It's a personal attack, an insult.
Right. Chances are he knows Knight, and he's had some kind of dealings with him, and he doesn't like him. Well, thanks, Murph. Now I gotta go over to his office and check on those typed letters.
You're Mr. Nile?
That's right.
I'm sorry we kept you waiting. Things are a little hectic around here, as I'm sure you understand. I'm Nancy Knight, Malcolm's wife. Malcolm called and said you'd be stopping by.
Well, it's good to meet you, Mrs. Knight.
I'm sorry it had to be under such bad circumstances. Isn't this a terrible thing?
Yes, ma'am. But with your help, we'll have a good chance to find out who's behind it. Now, about the letter.
Yes. Here. This is the original letter, which you've seen.
Yes.
And these are the ones that I typed on our electric machines for you to compare.
Okay, good. Huh.
On electric typewriters, no matter how hard or how softly the typist strikes the keys, the impression the type makes on the paper is always uniform, so an individual's typing style actually doesn't come through as it would on a manual.
Yeah, thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you already knew that.
No. It's a good point. Do you run the office for Mr. Knight?
I keep the books. Actually, we all know each other's jobs here. We're like a family. The typing doesn't match the original, does it?
No, it doesn't seem to.
Well, I didn't think it would. No one here would ever do anything like that.
Of course not. As you say, you're like a family.
Harry Nile will be right back. Now, back to Harry Nile.
It's Mal Knight, Harry. Any leads since last night?
I'm working on a couple of possibilities. A disgruntled employee or one of your competitors.
No, Harry. I'm a past president of the Restaurant Association. None of our members would stoop to anything like this. Not a chance.
What about some employee you fired?
Well, I found out the only people we let go in the last year were a kitchen help and a cleanup guy. All of them foreigners. And I can't see someone who can barely understand English writing a letter like this one.
Okay. Who delivers your mail from the post office?
The mailman? I don't know his name. He's a mailman, that's all I know.
So, the letter was either bundled with the rest of the mail that he delivered and he didn't notice there was no stamp on it, or someone slipped it in with the rest of the mail after he brought it to your office.
No, Harry, I'm telling you, there's nobody in my office who'd do a thing like that.
Okay. Then how did it get in with your other mail?
Harry, may I say something?
Hold on a second, Mr. Knight. What is it, Murph?
Well, couldn't someone who isn't an employee, like a visitor, have brought the letter into the office?
Murphy's asking if some visitor to the office might have stuck the letter in with your mail.
We don't have visitors in the office.
I suppose not. Still, if you could check with your wife.
Nancy's really upset about this. I don't want to involve her any more than is absolutely necessary.
Okay, just say I need to know who might have popped in long enough to drop off that letter. Ask around the office, will you? Someone might have seen something.
All right. And call me if you turn up anything. See you.
He doesn't want to think that anyone in his office could have done it.
Well, it sounds like he's loyal to his employees. How many people work for him?
150.
And his wife works there too? I'm just curious. What's she like?
Well, imagine Esther Williams with horn-rimmed glasses.
Really? Beautiful and statuesque?
I haven't seen her in a bathing suit, but she's tall. Taller than her husband.
Oh. Oh, by the way, Harry, I'm all caught up.
Caught up? On what?
On everything.
Oh. Okay, then you can dig into Malcolm Knight's life.
Oh? What do you want me to look for?
Well, I don't know, but all I really know about him is he owns 5 restaurants, he's about to open a 6th, and he's rolling in dough. So why didn't the guy who sent him the letter extort him for money?
Because all he wants is to keep Mr. Knight from opening his 6th restaurant.
And the only person who'll benefit if he doesn't open the outrigger is some other restaurant owner. Only it turns out I was wrong about that. Anyway, Murphy gets on the phone while I'm out of the office checking both daily papers' morgues. There's an article on Knight when he opened his first restaurant, the steakhouse where he took me to lunch, and there was a pretty nice review of another one of his restaurants, and articles in the business section about his growing chain of eateries, but nothing jumps out at me that I can use. When I get back to the office, though, Murphy's vibrating like a tuning fork.
Harry, you'll never believe what I just found.
Try me.
Well, when I called a newspaper real estate editor, I was going to ask her about the value of the property Knight's restaurant sits on. You know, to try to get a handle on his net worth.
Yeah.
And it seems Knight Enterprises doesn't own any property. They're renting. And she sounded as if the owners of the property would like him to get out of there.
Why?
Because he owes them so much back rent.
Come on. His restaurants are always crowded, and he's building his 6th one.
But that's not all I found out. Now hold on to your hat.
I'm not wearing a hat, Murphy.
Well, then put one on. That restaurant building in Portland that he told you he was going to move up here?
Yeah.
Well, that deal fell through last month when he failed to meet the deadline to pay the earnest money. He doesn't own the building because the sale never closed.
How'd you find this out?
The Seattle Public Library gets the Portland Journal of Commerce. So, Harry, what does the extortionist have to extort if Mr. Knight isn't getting the Portland restaurant moved up here after all?
I think it's time I had another talk with Mr. Knight.
I'm sorry. Mr. Knight isn't in right now.
Well, how about Mrs. Knight?
I'm afraid she's out of the office, too. Actually, I'm all alone here at the moment. You're Mr. Nile, the private detective, aren't you?
That's right. And you are?
I'm Mrs. Porter. I was wondering if...
Yes.
Nothing. Never mind.
Was there something you wanted to ask me?
No, that's all right.
What is it you do here in the office, Mrs. Porter?
Oh, I work in payroll and purchasing, and I help Nancy, Mrs. Knight, with the books. We all sort of share jobs.
Just one big happy family.
You could say that.
Have you been with the company a long time, Mrs. Porter?
8 years.
8 years. You must know everything about the business.
Oh, not everything, no.
Well, you know Mr. Knight's going to open another restaurant down at Pier 51.
Yes, I've heard him talk about it.
And do you know why he's hired me?
No, I don't.
But you know I'm a private detective.
Mrs. Knight mentioned it, yes.
Look, Mrs. Porter, if there's anything you can tell me that I should know about the Knights and their business, now would be the time to do it.
Oh, what do you want to know?
You know about the letter?
The letter?
The extortion note that was written to Mr. Knight. Since it didn't come through the mail, I know it had to have been put in the incoming mail bundle after the mail was delivered here to the office.
I don't know anything about it.
Really? Well, now that's a little hard for me to believe, seeing that you work so closely with Mrs. Knight. Are you sure she didn't mention it to you? Mrs. Porter? Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Did I say something to upset you? Hey, now, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just thought, well, here's a lady who might be able to put me straight on a couple of things I need to know. You know, to help out Mr. Knight, to keep him out of trouble.
It's not my place to say.
Well, no, of course it isn't. But for 8 years, you've been a loyal employee, a part of the family, like you said. And now in comes a stranger your boss hired to help him out of a bad situation. I can see how you'd feel about answering my questions, even if it would help out Mal and Nancy.
But it wouldn't help them. You don't understand.
Well, then make me understand, Mrs. Porter.
I can't. I mean, I don't know what to do.
You know about that restaurant down in Portland that Mr. Knight wanted to buy and move up here?
Yes.
Well, that's what the extortion letter was all about.
No, it wasn't.
But I've read the letter, Mrs. Porter. Whoever wrote it threatened to burn the restaurant down if he went ahead and moved it onto Pier 51.
That was just an excuse.
An excuse? For what?
I can't tell you any more.
Well, if the person who wrote the letter didn't really mean to burn the restaurant down, why would he make that threat?
I can't tell you. Don't you see? I wasn't supposed to hear any of it, but I couldn't help it. I was in the supply closet looking for some tax forms when Nancy and Mr. Knight came in. It was after hours, and they didn't know anyone was still in the office.
So what are we going to do, Malcolm? These aren't Kitty's playthings you forget about when you get a new toy. They're restaurants that we put a lot of money and sweat into, and I'm not going to see you ruin a perfectly good business on account of your insatiable ego and your insane need to have things.
Well, first of all, you're going to calm down. There's always a fallback position in every deal I make. Now, if we don't get the River Plantation building, we'll find something else.
While we keep on paying rent on Pier 51, and it isn't making us a cent? Why does it have to be on a pier? Why do we have to spend $10,000 just to get the building up here in a barge?
Okay, I admit this deal isn't like the others where we rented the space and the customers began coming in the door. But Pier 51 is going to put us on the map nationwide. Great food, great ambience, coverage in travel magazines, airline magazines, tour agencies, but most of all, location. Nobody can touch our location. It can't fail.
Okay, fine. Suppose you're right. Meanwhile, how are we going to pay the bills on the other 5 locations now that you're putting every bit of profit into Pier 51?
We'll cut staff. We'll cut back a little on advertising.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. We'll rob all our other restaurants while we pour money into a tired old building that has to be barged up the coast and then remodeled on a dock that most people can't even find.
Nancy, stop it.
You couldn't even pony up the earnest money.
That was just a slip in timing. Nancy, stop fighting me on this. Stop thinking small. Think growth, expansion.
I'm not against expanding the chain, Malcolm. I'm against going broke.
And then they left the office.
Well, how long ago was that?
Last week. Tuesday, I think it was.
And the extortion letter showed up when? Wednesday?
Yes.
Now, is there anything else you remember about the Pier 51 project?
No.
Or the letter?
No.
You're sure?
I'm sure. Oh, Mr. Nile, please don't let them know I told you these things. I'd never do anything to hurt either of them.
No. They seem to be able to do that all by themselves. After Mrs. Porter's revelations, I figure I'll probably have to take Malcolm Knight to small claims court to see any of my fee. But turns out I was wrong about that, too. Yeah.
Harry, did I wake you up?
No, the phone did. What do you want, Murphy?
I wouldn't bother you at home, but I assume you haven't been listening to the radio this morning.
At, 5 a.m. in the morning? No, why?
It just came over the news. Pier 51 is on fire.
Hey, Chief. Chief Brandenburg.
Who's that? Oh, it's you, Harry. What are you doing down here?
This pier is being rented by a client of mine. You know what happened?
Yeah, there's a car out there at the end of the pier. Its gas tank blew up and set the pier on fire.
Anybody in it?
It's been too hot to approach. We're about to find out.
Hey, look, you mind if I...
I'm sorry, Harry. You'll have to stay back. You can stay here by this pumper. Put your searchlight on it, Captain!
The steaming hulk of the car is sitting on its rims, its tires all burned away. From where I'm standing, I can only make out that it was a convertible with its roof braces up, and the top was gone. Battalion Chief Brandenburg gets to the car and looks down into it. And after a few seconds, I hear his walkie-talkie on the receiver in the pumper.
All units, we have one cremated Jaguar here and one body. Call the coroner. Harry Nile will be back in a minute. Now, back to Harry Nile.
Murphy, what are you doing down here?
Oh, Pier 51 isn't that far from Pioneer Square, so I thought I'd take a walk before opening the office. Kind of thought you'd still be here. Where's the car that burned?
Well, they just dragged it away. It was Malcolm Knight's car.
Oh, no. Was he in it?
We don't know yet. Somebody was.
Well, Mr. Knight was in financial trouble, and from what you told me, he and his wife were having a falling out.
That doesn't necessarily add up to suicide.
No, but it could be.
Hold on. What am I seeing?
What?
That Chevy Suburban that just parked on the pier.
What about it?
Well, you see us getting out of it? That's Malcolm Knight.
And is that his wife with him?
No, it's a gal who works with him in his office, Mrs. Porter.
Well, then, who's in the Jaguar?
Harry, that you? What are you doing down here?
I was just going to ask you the same question.
I spent the night down in Portland trying to salvage that deal I told you about. I drove the Suburban down there because I still hadn't had that gas leak fixed on my Jag.
So do you know who was in the Jag?
Well, Mrs. Porter told me Nancy was driving it last night. I'm praying that maybe somebody stole it from her. This is Shirley Porter from my office.
All right, we've met. So you drove to Portland yesterday. You feel like filling me in?
I guess now's as good a time as any.
Are you sure you want to, Mr. Knight?
I don't want to, but I have to put things right. Sometime after I left for Portland yesterday, Shirley learned that the person who wrote that letter was Nancy.
Your wife?
She was trying to get me to quit spending money on the Outrigger project. Apparently, by threatening to burn the place down, Nancy thought I'd give it up. At least, that's what she told Shirley. You better tell the rest, Shirley.
Well, right after Mr. Knight left the office, Nancy began to drink. I was finishing up some work, and she sat at her desk drinking. That was when she told me she was the one who'd written that letter. And she said she was going to get some fresh air. And she took car keys out of her desk. I tried to get her not to drive in her condition, or at least let me go with her, but she wouldn't hear of it. That's all I know.
So at no time were you in the car with her, Mrs. Porter?
No. I still had some work to do in the office.
Oh, by the way, what were you wearing at work yesterday? You remember?
What was I wearing? Why, this is what I was wearing. Why do you ask?
You usually wear the same clothes 2 days in a row?
Excuse me, Harry, what's this all about?
You drive, Mrs. Porter?
I don't have a car.
So last night you took the bus home, right? And this morning you took the bus to work, but you didn't change clothes overnight. Isn't that a little unusual?
You know, Harry, this is in rather poor taste, don't you think?
No. Look, just let me get my facts straight. I don't understand the timing. What time did you get back from Portland, Mr. Knight?
It was, I don't know, an hour ago, maybe 2 hours, something like that.
Then you must have left Portland around, 1 or 2 in the morning to get here when you did?
That's what I did. So what? What are you building?
Murphy, you've been standing there patiently waiting to do something. Why don't you smell Mrs. Porter's coat for me and tell me if you smell what I smell?
Smell my coat?
You leave her alone.
Go ahead, Murph. I'll keep Mr. Knight at bay.
Gas. It reeks of gasoline.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. Kind of like my clothes smelled after riding with Mr. Knight yesterday. Do you want to establish the fuel leak alibi with me? Was that it, Mr. Knight?
No, that's nonsense.
But then how did the gasoline smell get on Mrs. Porter's clothes? Could it be that you were in the Jaguar with Mrs. Knight after all, Mrs. Porter?
No.
And maybe Mr. Knight didn't go to Portland. He was following you and his wife in the Suburban?
I was in Portland. I was nowhere near Seattle when it happened.
Okay. Just tell me which Portland hotel you stayed in, Mr. Knight. Or if you can't remember that, tell me how long you wanted to get rid of your wife. And Mrs. Porter, the police are going to ask you if you helped Mr. Knight to kill Nancy. Or maybe Mr. Knight will take all the blame himself. That would be the gallant thing to say.
I don't have to say anything to you. I'm calling my lawyer, and if you try to proceed with this theory of yours, I'll sue you till you starve.
Well, Murphy has been trying to get me to lose some weight.
But why would Mr. Knight hire you if he planned to kill his wife?
Well, he didn't know who wrote the letter when he hired me. But when Mrs. Porter told him Nancy wrote it, I guess that was the last straw. He and Mrs. Porter conspired to kill Nancy, put her body in the Jaguar, and have Mrs. Porter drive it down to the pier, where Knight would set it on fire and hope the flames would destroy her injuries. Then the two of them probably took the Suburban to some cafe and had breakfast. All that exertion really give you an appetite.
This episode of The Adventures of Harry Nile was titled The Arsonist's Letter and was written and produced by Jim French. Larry Albert is heard as Harry Nile, and Pat French played Murphy and directed the show. Malcolm Knight was played by Rick May. Shelley Birch played Nancy Knight. Diane Felty was Mrs. Potter, and the fire chief was Jay Green. The Adventures of Harry Nile is a copyrighted feature of Jim French Productions. Any similarity to actual persons or events is coincidental. This is Jay Green speaking.